Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kante Radha Kante Namostude Tapti Ganjan Gorangi Radhe Vrindaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire. Bolo Shri Radhe Golokananda Bhagwan ki Jai.
Jai.
Bolo Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Hare. शुरू करते हैं अपन. सो कल हम लोग 42nd अध्याय पूरा करें और उसमें जैसे कि देख रहे थे कृष्ण भगवान और बलराम भगवान मथुरा पहुंच जाते हैं. मथुरा में दे डू सम लीला जो हम लोग देखें एंड उसके आगे क्या होता है वो पढ़ते हैं. जी
Shri Shukovacha At Kṛṇaśca Rāmaśca Kratashaucho Parantapa Malladundavi Nirghosham Shrutva Drastu Mupayetuhu. Sukadev Goswami said, O chastiser of enemies, Krishna and Balaram, having executed all necessary purification, then heard the kettle drums resounding at the wrestling arena, and they went there to see what was happening. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Malladunumbi, right? Wrestling kettle drums. So they go to the wrestling place and no, Srila Sridhar Swami explains the words Krita Sochu, right? Explains Krita Shocho. That's the word. Says having executed all necessary purification as follows. 2 days previously, Krishna and Balram had executed their purification. Their relief from offense by performing heroic deeds. The Lord's reasoned, even after we have made our power known by breaking the bow and by performing other feats, our parents have still not secured freedom. Kans is again trying to kill them. Therefore, although he is our maternal uncle, it will not be wrong for us to kill him. They assured their offenselessness by the reasoning.
Rangadwaram samasadya tasminnagavasthitam apashyatku Kuvalayāpīḍam Kṛṣṇo ambastha prachoditam. When Lord Krishna reached the entrance to the arena, he saw the elephant Kuvalayāpīḍa blocking his way at the urging of his keeper. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So there is an elephant, Kuvalayāpīḍa, and he is blocking Krishna's entrance. बद्धवा परिकरम शोरी है सम्मोह्यम कुटिलाल कान वाच हस्तिपम वाचा मेघनाद गभीरिया. Securely binding up his clothes and tying back his curly locks, Lord Krishna addressed the elephant keeper with words as grave as the rumbling of a cloud.
Ambastambasta margam no dehi pakram machiram no chet sakunjaram twadde nayami sadanam. Lord Krishna said, O driver, move aside at once and let us pass. If you don't, this very day I will send both you and your elephant to the abode of Yamraj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. एवं निवृत्सितो अम्बष्टः कुपितः कोपितं गजं चोदयामास कृष्णाय कालान्तकमोपमम्. Thus threatened the elephant keeper became angry. He goaded his furious elephant, who appeared equal to time, death, and Yamraj, into attacking Lord Krishna. Hey Krishna.
करीन्द्रस्तभितृत्व करेण तरसाग्रहीत कराद्विगलित सोऽमुं गलितः सोऽमुं निहत्याङ्ग धृस्वलीयत. The lord of the elephants charged Krishna and violently seized him with his trunk. But Krishna slipped away, struck him a blow, and disappeared from his view among his legs. Hare Krishna.
Pankakayastamacchano Granadristiha sa Keshavam Paramrishat Pushkarena sa Prasanya Vinirgata. Infuriated at being unable to see Lord Keshav, the elephant sought him out with the sense of smell. Once again, Kuvalayāpīḍa seized the Lord with the end of his trunk, only to have the Lord forcefully free himself. Hare Krishna.
उच्छे प्रगय आतिबलं धनुषः पंचविंशतिं विचकर्ष यथा नागं supurna इव लीलया. Lord Krishna then grabbed the powerful Kuvalayāpīḍa by the tail and playfully dragged him 25 bow lengths as easily as Garud might drag a snake. Hare Krishna.
स पर्यावर्तमानेन सव्य दक्षिणतो अच्युतः बभ्राम्यमानेन गोवत्सेनेव बालकः. As Lord Achyut held on to the elephant's tail, the animal tried to twist away to the left and to the right, making the Lord swear in the opposite direction, as a young boy would swear when pulling a calf by the tail. Hare Krishna.
ततोऽभिमुख्य वेत्य पाणिनाहत्य वारणं प्राद्रवन् पातयामास स्पृश्यमानः पदे पदे. Krishna then came face to face with the elephant and slapped him and ran away. Kuvalayāpīḍa pursued the Lord, managing to touch him again and again with each step. But Krishna outmaneuvered the elephant and made him trip and fall. Hare Krishna.
धावन् क्रीड्या भूमौ पतित्वा सहसोत्थितः तं मत्वा पतितं क्रुद्धो दन्ताभ्यां सोऽनाक्षितम्. As Krishna dozed about, he playfully fell on the ground and quickly got up again. The raging elephant, thinking Krishna was down, tried to gore him with his tusks, but struck the earth instead. Hare Krishna.
सविक्रमे प्रतिहते कुञ्जरेन्द्रो अत्यमर्षितः चोद्यमानो महामात्रैः कृष्णमभ्यद्रवद पूषा. His prowess foiled, the lordly elephant Kuvalayāpīḍa went into a frenzied rage out of frustration. But the elephant keepers goaded him on, and he furiously charged Krishna once again. Hare Krishna.
तमापतन्तमाशाद्य भगवान् मधुसूदन निगृह पाणिना हस्तं पातयामास भूतले. The Supreme Lord, killer of the demon Madhu, confronted the elephant as he attacked. Seizing his trunk with one hand, Krishna threw him to the ground. Hey Krishna.
पतितस्य पदाक्रम्य मृगेन्द्र इव लीलया पाठत्य तेनेभं हस्ति पांश्च हनदोधरी. Lord Hari then climbed onto the elephant with the ease of a mighty lion, pulled out a tusk, and with it killed the beast and his keepers. Hare Krishna.
Mitikam Vipumritrisujya Dante Paniha Samavishat Ansanyastavishano Asingra Madabindu Bhirankita Virudasvaveda Kanika Avadana Amburaho Babu. Leaving the dead elephant aside, Lord Krishna held on to the tusk and entered the wrestling arena. With the tusk resting on his shoulder, drops of the elephant's blood and sweat sprinkled all over him, and his lotus face covered with the drops, with fine drops of his own perspiration, the Lord shone with great beauty. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Shiva Prabhu. पढ़ोगे?
Yes. Vritto Gopeh Katipair Baldev Janardano Randag Vivishatu Rajan Jagadant Varayudhao. Translation. My dear King, Lord Baladev and Lord Janardhan, each carrying one of the elephant's tusks as his chosen weapon, entered the arena with several cowherd boys. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So what we are reading is Lord Krishna and Lord Balram reaches the wrestling arena, and at the wrestling arena, first they encountered the elephant. Yeah, his name was Kuvalayāpīḍa, and Kuvalayāpīḍa. So then they fight with Kuvalayāpīḍa, and then they win that battle, and now they are carrying the elephant's tusks, and they are entering the wrestling arena. Yeah.
Mallanam Shanirnam Narvaraha Strinam Smaro Murtiman Gopanam Sajano Asatam Shitibhujam Shasta Swapitro Vishishu Mrityur Bhoj Paterva Pran Vidusham Tattvam Param Yoginam Brasmaninam Paradev Teti Vidito Rangagata Sagrajaha. The various groups of people in the arena regarded Krishna in different ways when he entered it with his elder brother. The wrestlers saw Krishna as a lightning bolt, the men of Mathura as the best of males, the women as Cupid in person, the cowherd men as their relative, the impious rulers as a chastiser, his parents as their child, the king of the Bhojas as death, the unintelligent as the Supreme Lord's universal form, the yogis as the absolute truth, and the Vrishnis as their supreme worshipable deity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So as Lord Krishna and Lord Balram enters the wrestling arena, all these different people are seeing him in a different form. Yeah, different relation. Yeah. Shiva Prabhu.
Yeah. Srila Sridhar Swami quotes the following verse, which explains the 10 attitudes towards Krishna described here. Rodro Dabhutas cha Shringaro Hashyam Viro Daya Tatha Bhayanakas cha Bibhatashah Santah sa Prema Bhaktikah. There are 10 different moods. Fury perceived by the wrestlers, wonder by the men, conjugal attraction, the woman, laughter, the cowherds, chivalry, the kings, mercy, his parents, terror, Kansa, ghastliness, the unintelligent, peaceful neutrality, the yogis, and loving devotion, the Vrishnis. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Rinaji.
Hare Krishna, Bhaiya. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Vinodji पढ़ो.
Oh, should I read?
Hmm.
Okay. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti points out that people like the wrestlers Kamsa and the impious rulers perceive Krishna as dangerous, angry, or threatening because they fail to understand the actual position of the personality of Godhead. Actually, Lord Krishna is everyone's friend and well-wisher, but because we rebel against him, he chastises us, and thus we may perceive him as threatening. Krishna, our God, is actually merciful, and when he punishes us, that is also his mercy. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur quotes the following Vedic statement: Raso Vaisa Rasam Hai Iva Yam Ladbhad Vandi Bhavati. He himself is ras, the taste or mellow of a particular relationship, and certainly one who achieves this ras becomes anandi, filled with bliss. Srila Bhakti Siddhartha Saraswati quotes a further verse to explain the word ras. Vyatitya Bhavana Vartma Yes Kamatkora Bhara Bhuva Hridi Satya Ujvale Badham Swadate Sa Raso Mata. That which is beyond imagination, heavy with wonder and relished in the heart, shining with goodness, such is known as ras. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anilji?
As Srila Rupa Goswami elaborately explains in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, there are 5 main rasas: neutrality, servitude, friendship, parental love, and conjugal love, and 7 secondary rasas: amazement, humor, chivalry, compassion, fury, fear, and dread. Thus, altogether, there are 12 rasas, and the supreme object of them all is Sri Krishna himself. In other words, our love and affection are actually meant for Sri Krishna. Unfortunately, out of ignorance, we stubbornly try to squeeze happiness and love out of material relationships which are not directly connected to the Krishna. And thus, life becomes a constant frustration. The solution is simple: surrender to Krishna, love Krishna's devotees, and be happy forever. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So what it's mentioning is the solution for everything is just surrender to Krishna. Yeah. And how do we surrender to Krishna? As we have been talking all the time. What do we mean by surrendering to Krishna?
Lavda Bhakti.
Right. Yeah. Navda Bhakti. And what are those Navda Bhakti? Do you remember?
Yeah. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Padasevanam, Smaranam, Sakhyam, Dasyam,
Right.
Atnivedanam. मैं बीच में एक दो भूल रहा हूँ.
Archanam. Archanam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So Archanam, Atmanivedanam, and Vishnu Smaranam. So those are the Navda Bhaktis. We have seen that again and again. And the first two are the most important, Shravanam and Kirtanam.
Kirtanam.
That's the devotional service. And the devotional service is how we surrender to Lord Shri Krishna. That's what the surrender to Lord Shri Krishna means. Everything we do, we are thinking about Lord Shri Krishna. Like reading this Srimad Bhagavatam right now is part of our devotional service. Because we are listening and we are reading, right? And we are also listening to the chanting in the beginning of Swami Prabhupada himself. Like when we are reading, listening to the chanting, first, when we start, that's chanting in the voice of Srila Prabhupada himself. And we can do the chanting there, right? And similarly, we are hearing the kirtan at the end. So this is how we start surrendering to Krishna, and slowly we develop our natural love for Lord Shri Krishna.
Actually, this is so beautiful. Like just in one simple line, love Krishna, surrender to Krishna, love Krishna, and love his devotees. Wow. Just one
That,
line sutra
that covers everything, right?
covers everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. So beautifully.
This is how to be happy for you. And that's the bliss, right? We say Sat Chit Anand. This happy is not the materialistic happiness, right? You develop the blissful consciousness, blissful Sat Chit Anand. And that's what is for you. That is for you.
क्योंकि अपन सरेंडर सिर्फ करेंगे और लव नहीं करेंगे, लविंग रिलेशनशिप नहीं करेंगे, तो फिर सरेंडर तो ऐसे भी हो सकता है ना कि भाई यू आर टू पावरफुल, आउट ऑफ लिटिल बिट फियर भी हो सकता है, राइट?
But the point is, it's okay. As long as you surrender, whatever reason is fine. The reason is not important. The important is you are surrendering. The important is you are doing the devotional service. Whatever the reason can be, right? Because as you are doing the devotional service, the reason will become right itself, right? Because as we have read earlier in Bhagavad Gita, there is a shlok 10.10, which says that I will correct your intelligence. Because we don't have the buddhi. Whatever buddhi we surrender is fine. The Lord will correct our buddhi. It says, Tesham satatyuktanam vastam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam. Like I give them buddhi. So that's where we are getting the buddhi from. Where do we are getting the buddhi from? Right? We don't have our own anything.
Exactly.
So that's what Lord is saying. So I think it doesn't really matter as long as we surrender whatever mood we are in, we do the devotional service. That's what is in our hands. As long as we do that, everything else will be taken care of by Lord Sri Krishna. And that's what happens when you surrender. He takes care of everything else. Right? Hatam Kuvalayāpīḍam drishtva tavapi durjayo kanso manasyapi tada bhrishamudvi vijay nripa. When Kans saw that Kuvalayāpīḍa was dead and the two brothers were invincible, he was overwhelmed with anxiety, O king. Yeah. So this is what Sukdev Goswami Ji Maharaj is telling Parikshit. Sukdev Goswami Ji is telling Parikshit Maharaj that when Kuvalayāpīḍa, and who was Kuvalayāpīḍa?
The elephant.
The elephant, right? Because Kans had instructed that the elephant be there, and then he first tried to attack Lord Shri Krishna. But of course, in the fight, Lord Krishna kills him. And when that happens, Kanso Manasyapi, what happens to his mind? He is overwhelmed with anxiety. Yeah. Anilji?
So Rejatu Rangagato Mahabhujo Vichitra Vesha Varunasra Gambaro Yatha Nata Bhutta Mavesha Dharini Dharino Manaha Kshipanto Pravaya Nirikshatam. Arrayed by variegated ornaments, garlands, and garments, just like a pair of excellently costumed actors, the two mighty armed lords shone splendidly in the arena. Indeed, they overpowered the minds of all onlookers with their effulgences. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And the two mighty armed lords. Who are the two mighty armed lords?
Krishna and Balaram.
Yeah, Krishna and Balaram.
Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram, right? So they entered the wrestling arena. Shiva Prabhu?
Yeah. Nirichya tavut purusho janam chasthita nagar rashtraka nrapa praharsh vegot kalite shananaha papurna trapta nayanestadananam. Translation. O king, as the citizens of the city and the people from outlying districts gazed upon those two supreme personalities from their seats in the galleries, the force of the people's happiness caused by their eyes to open wide and their faces to blossom. They drank in the vision of the Lord's faces without becoming satiated. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vinodji?
Ivant ichachubhya lihant iv jivya jigrant iv nasabhyam srisyant iv bahubhi uchu parasparam tevai yatha drashtam yatha srutam tad रूपा गुण madhurya pagalbhya samarita iva. The people seemed to be drinking Krishna and Balaram with their eyes, licking them with their tongue, smelling them with their nostrils, and embracing them with their arms. Reminded of the Lord's beauty, character, charm, and bravery, the members of the audience began describing these features to one another according to what they had seen and heard. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So as Lord Krishna and Lord Balram entering, all the people are talking about what they have heard. Yeah. Eto bhagvate sakshat नारायणस्य हि अवतीर्णा विहांशेन vasudevasya veshmani. The people said, these two boys are certainly expansions of the Supreme Lord Narayan, who have descended to this world in the home of Vasudeva. So people just by looking at that, they are realizing that they are Bhagavad Sakshat Narayan. Yeah, they are Sakshat Narayan. And of course, they have taken the Avtirna, they have taken the avatar at Vasudeva Veshmani, at Vasudeva's home. Yeah, that's what people are talking about. Anilji?
एष वै किल देवक्यां जातो नीतश्च गोकुलम् कालमेतं वसन गूढ़ो बवर्धे नंद वेश्मनि. This one, Krishna, took birth from Mother Devaki and was brought to Gokul, where he has remained unconcealed all this time, growing up in the house of King Nanda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And people are saying that Krishna, he is Devkyam. Yeah, Devki's putra went to Gokulam and Vasana Gudho, he remained hidden. Yeah, basically, Kans didn't know all this time. He was concealed all the time. Sure.
Nanen nitantam chakravatashach danavah arjuna guhakah keshi dhenuko anye cha tadvidhaha. Translation. He made Putna and the whirlwind demon meet with death, pulled down the twin Arjuna trees, and killed Shankhchuda, Keshi, Dhenuka, and similar demons. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? And so what people have heard is, of course, we know that he killed Putana. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then Arjuna Guhaka, two Arjun trees he pulled down. And what happened then? Those two Arjun trees were what?
They were they were two Gandharvas, right? Nal and
Manigriv. Yeah, so they were sons of Kuber. Yeah, they're sons of Kuber. Sons of Kuber himself, Nal Kuber and Manigriv, right? No. Because they had got the shop from the Rishi and they became two trees, but then they also got the bliss that they will be granted moksha by Lord Krishna, Lord himself, right? So we know this Leela where Damodar Leela, where the two Arjun trees are freed from the curse, right? And then we have also read, right, Lord Krishna, how they killed Keshi and Dhenuka and other demons, right? So this is what people are remembering. Manoj?
गावा सपला एतेन दावाग्ने परिमोचिता कालियो दमिता सर्प इंद्रश्च विमदा कृता सप्ताह मेकहस्तेन धृतो द्रिवरो अमुना Varsvata Sanibhyascha Paritram Cha Gokulam. He saved the cows and the cowherds from a forest fire and subdued the serpent Kaliya. He removed Lord Indra's false pride by holding up the best of mountains with one hand for an entire week, thus protecting the inhabitants of Gokul from rain, wind, and hail. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so again, they are remembering all the Leela. Yeah, Kaliyo Damita hai. We know that. Kaliyo Damita served, right? And Indrasya Vimadha Krita. Yeah, the problem of Indra, how he scattered. And then so he was holding the best of mountains, Govardhan Parvat, with one hand for an entire week. How old was Lord Shri Krishna at that time? Do you remember?
12 years or
7 years, right? So Lord
7
Shri
years?
Krishna, and he was holding the entire mountain with one hand.
Okay.
So
Of
those are
course,
the
he's a
Leela.
Lord. He can do wonders, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like if all those, there are people who claim they are the God. So we should just ask them to like pick up one of the mountains. Right?
एक ट्रिविया शेयर करूं प्रभु जी.
Mm-hmm.
सो ये 56 भोग अपन बोलते हैं, तो वो 56 भोग कहाँ से आया है? ये जस्ट यदि आपको आपको पता होगा, आई एम प्रीटी श्योर. तो इट्स नॉट अ क्विज, सो आई एम जस्ट शेयरिंग. लाइक
Anyhow.
माता जी, यशोदा माता जी हर एक दिन कृष्णा को 8 बार खिलाती थी. तो वो 7 दिन वो नहीं खाए, तो फिर वो माता बोली कि भैया मेरा बेटा तो 56 बार नहीं खाया, तो वो 56 भोग बनाई 7वें दिन के बाद. सो दैट्स हाउ 56 भोग केम. 8 into 7, that's the 56.
oh, so 7 days he didn't eat because of the mountain, or?
Yes, because he was lifting, right? So he did not eat.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
Yashoda Mataji used to give him 8 times food in the whole day.
Okay.
So after 7 days, she prepared 56 dishes just to compensate that 1 week. वहीं से 56 भोग आया ये
Right.
usage.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah. And nowadays, people actually prepare 108 books.
अरे बाबा. Yeah.
They doubled it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Gopyo asya nitmudita asita prekshanam mukham pashyanto vidhanstam panstaranti shmashamam muda. The gopis overcame all kinds of distress and experienced great happiness by seeing his face, which is always cheerful with smiling glances and ever free of fatigue. Yeah? So this is how people are talking about Lord Shri Krishna. Anilji?
वदन्त्येनेन वंशोऽयं यदोः सुबहु विश्रुतः श्रियं यशो महत्त्वं च लप्स्यते परिरक्षितः. It is said that under his full protection, the Yadu dynasty will become extremely famous and attain wealth, glory, and power. Hare Krishna.
अयं चास्याग्रजः श्रीमान् रामः कमललोचनः प्रलम्बो निहतो येन वत्सको ये बकादयः. This lotus-eyed elder brother of his, Lord Balram, is the proprietor of all transcendental opulences. He has killed Pralambha, Vatsaka, Baka, and other demons. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And then, so they're talking about Lord Shri Krishna, and now they're talking about Lord Balram. Shriman Ram hai Kamal Lochana hai. Yeah? Kamal Lochana hai, lotus eyed. Shriman, and Shriman he is the proprietor of all transcendental opulences. Manoj?
Janeshwam Brulavarnesu Turesu Ninandsu cha Krishna Ramo Samabhasya Chaluno Vakya Maravita. While the people talked in this way and the musical instruments resounded, the wrestler Kanur addressed Krishna and Balram with the following words. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So then they are at the wrestling arena, and one of the wrestlers is Chanur, and Chanur is now speaking. He Nandasuno, he Rama, Bhavanto Veera Sammato, Niyuddha Kushalo Shutva, Ragyahuto Tidrikshuna. Chanur said, O son of Nand, O Ram, you two are well respected by courageous men and are both skillful at wrestling. Having heard of your prowess, the king has called you here, wanting to see for himself. Right? So he is encouraging Lord Sri Krishna and Balram to do the wrestling. Anilji?
Priyam Ragyah Prakuvartyah Shreyo Vindanti Vay Prajaha Manasa Karmana Vacha Viparita Mato Anyatha. Subjects of the king who try to please him with their thoughts, acts, and words are sure to achieve good fortune. But those who fail to do so will suffer the opposite fate. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So they are telling this to Lord Sri Krishna and Balram. Lord Balram.
Nityam pramudita gopa vatsapala yatha sfutam vaneshu mallayuddhen kridantasharyanti gaha. Translation. It is well known that cowherd boys are always joyful as they tend their calves, and that the boys playfully wrestle with each other while grazing their animals in the various forests. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vinod Prabhu?
Madra Ragyah Priyam Yuyam Vayam cha Karvam he Bhutani na Prasidanti Sarvabhutmayo Nrapa. Therefore, let's do what the king wants. Everyone will be pleased with us, for the king embodies all living beings. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he is continuously encouraging Lord Krishna to fight, wrestle. Tani samya bravit Krishno desha kaluchitam vache niyuddhama atmano abhishtam manyamano abhinandache. Hearing this, Lord Krishna, who liked to wrestle and welcomed the challenge, replied with words appropriate to the time and place.
Praja Bhoj Paterasya Vayam Chapi Vanecharaha Karvam Priyam Nityam Tannaha Param Nugraha. Lord Krishna said, although forest dwellers, we are also subjects of the Bhoj king. We must gratify his desires, for such behavior will confer upon us the greatest benefit. Hare Krishna.
Bala vayam tulya balaihe क्रीडश्यामो यथोचितं भवेन्निन् युद्धमा माधर्मः स्पृशेन्न मल्ल sabhasadah. Translation. We are just young boys and should play. We are just young boys and should play with those of equal strength. The wrestling match must go on properly so that irreligion does not taint the respectable members of the audience. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So Tulya Bale, it should be between the equal strength wrestlers.
Chanur Uvacha Na balo na kisorastvam balascha balina varah leel yobhyo hato yen sahastra siddhi Pastvabhrata. Kanur said, "You are not really a child or even a young man, and neither is Balram, the strongest of the strong. After all, you playfully killed an elephant who had the strength of 1,000 other elephants." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Tasmadrivadhrabhyam bali bhiyodvyam nanayo atrave mayi vikram vasharneya balena sah mustikah. Therefore, you should too fight powerful wrestlers. There is certainly nothing unfair about that. You, O descendant of Vrishni, can show your prowess against me, and Balram can fight with Mustika. And thus ends the purpose of the humble servants of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to the 10th canto, 43rd chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Krishna Kills the Elephant, Kuvalayāpīḍa. Bolo Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Jai. So this, what we are reading is the Srimad Bhagavat, not the Bhagavad Gita, right? That's a different.
Right. No, so there are two things, right? One is Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
One is Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita is the Gita, we know.
Yeah.
It has 18 adhyayas, right? 18 adhyayas. How many shlokas are there in Bhagavad
5,000.
Gita? How many?
5,000 nahi hai.
Bhagavad Gita has 700 shlokas.
700.
So you have 18 adhyayas and 700 shlokas. And Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Lord Shri Krishna himself. Right?
Yep.
As we know, Gita is spoken between Lord Shri Krishna and Arjun. Lord Shri Krishna himself is telling what is right, what is wrong, what you should do, etc., etc. Then this is the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam has, you know how many books it has? How many skand?
12.
12, right? So it has 12 books, which are called 12 skands.
Okay.
And how many sloks it has?
I think this is 5,000, right?
This is, I think, 18,000.
18,000.
Oh my God.
Wow.
18,000 shloks. And 332 adhyayas. Okay? And Srimad Bhagavatam is Katha about Bhagwan. So Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Bhagwan himself, and Srimad Bhagavatam is a Katha about Bhagwan. So that's why you see, like, each skand and each chapter we find Katha of Bhagwan, like either one of the avatars of Bhagwan, right? We have already read about all the avatars of Bhagwan in this. And then every time we have seen that some devotees or some high personalities like Bhishma Pitamah, Mother Kunti, right? And even Lord Shiva, we have seen Lord Brahma himself doing prayers of Bhagwan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? We have seen Lord Indra, we have seen, like, we saw Akrur, like last few chapters, we saw how Akrurji is seeing the darshan of Bhagwan Vishnu and he is doing the glorification of Bhagwan. So each adhyay almost of this whole Srimad Bhagavatam, you find that some or other ways the stuti of Bhagwan is happening. You know? So Bhagwan is getting glorified. Somebody is doing the stuti of Bhagwan, which is so beautiful. Every time in some or other chapter, we are finding that. Yeah. So that is Srimad Bhagavatam. We have completed 9 skans, 9 books.
Okay.
We are on 10th book, right? So we are on 10th skan, and we are on the 44th chapter. We are starting the 44th chapter of 10th skan. Yeah.
I mean,
The beauty
chapter,
is that
right?
all these books survived without, printing press and all that, right? There's no internet, nothing.
Exactly. And not only survived this time, this has been coming through the descendants directly from Lord Shri Vishnu.
Yeah.
So it is not like Srimad Bhagavatam is something, some reading stories. This is the spiritual, this is the Bhagwan's manifestation himself. That's why when people get Srimad Bhagavatam, you install them at your home and you pray to the books. because Srimad Bhagavatam is the manifestation of Bhagavan himself, right? Spoken from Lord Vishnuji to Lord Brahmaji. And Lord Brahma spoke it to whom?
To
Vyas.
To Narad Muni.
Manvanta Manu. Swami, the
So Lord
first Manu.
Brahmaji, yeah. So also first Manu, also Lord Brahmaji gave it, but Lord Brahmaji gave it to Narad Muni.
Okay.
Yeah. Narad Muni then gave it to Vedyasji. Because remember, when Vedyasji compiled all the Vedas and Purans and everything, and he was still not satisfied. Because all the Vedas and Purans said all these Kriyas and Karmakand and all those things. And Vedyasji was not satisfied. And that's when Narad Muni came to Vedyasji and said that, look, you are not satisfied because you haven't actually told the real devotional service. Right? And that's when Vedyasji compiled Srimad Bhagavatam. Out of all the Puran, this is the 18th Puran. There's 17 Purans and this is the 18th Puran. All the Vedas and Purans compiled in this. That's what Srimad Bhagavatam is. And then this was given by Vedyasji to whom? So Vedyasji gave it to Sukdev Goswamiji. Sukdev Goswamiji was son of Vedyasji. But he was the greatest brahmachari and the greatest son. Even they are saying is greater than Vedyasji. Right? And then Sukdev Goswamiji is reciting this to Parikshit Maharaj. Right? This is what we are reading. And you know why he is reciting it to Parikshit Maharaj? Do you know? Why is that?
Because Parikshit Maharaj was blind or something like that?
No.
No. Oh, that was
Parikshit
something,
Maharaj
somebody else. No, sorry.
He was cursed. He was about to die in 7 days.
Right.
So he wanted, like, again, beautiful message here. Like, you know that you have left only 7 days, and what is the most meaningful thing you can do? And he was told to listen about Krishna, listen about Godhead. And that's why he is hearing, he requested Sukadev Goswami to tell him the story of Krishna. So very, like, what a great message. Like,
Right.
listening, reading and listening is the choice. Like, if you're left with 7 days, then what do you want to do?
Yeah.
He wanted to listen about Krishna.
Yeah. And who is Parikshit Maharaj? Whose son is Parikshit Maharaj?
Yeah. Parikshit Maharaj is son of Abhimanyu, right?
Abhimanyu and Subhadra. Yeah.
Subhadra.
Subhadra, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abhimanyu and Subhadra. Correct.
Yeah. And he's called Parikshit because he was saved by Lord Shri Krishna when he was in the womb of Subhadra. Because Ashwathama, he threw a Brahmastra. No one can be saved from Brahmastra. Ashwathama wanted to kill the whole Pandu Kul. Yeah. He throws a Brahmastra. That's when Lord Shri Krishna himself goes into the womb of Subhadra and protects Parikshit Maharaj. That's what Parikshit Maharaj is. So he was ruling the whole universe. But one day when he was in the forest, he was very thirsty. And he was very thirsty. He goes into one of the saints' ashram. I'm not recollecting the name of the sant right now. One of the rishis. And he goes into that ashram.
Namesh. Anyway, please
So one of
proceed.
the rishis, and that rishi, he is in the meditation, deep meditation. And because he is in the deep meditation, he doesn't welcome Parikshit Maharaj. And Parikshit Maharaj being the whole king of the whole universe, and he gets offended. Generally he is not, but the Kali Yuga is about to come. So that's where he gets offended. And he gets offended, so he says like, this rishi is not welcoming me, and he takes a dead snake and he puts into the rishi's neck, and he lives. when he leaves, after he leaves, he is regretting this big time, because then he realizes, oh, what did he do, right? But that's too late, because the son of that rishi comes to know about it, and he curses him that a snake will actually bite Parikshit Maharaj in 7 days.
So
Okay?
it was Shamika Rishi's on whom he put the snake, dead snake, and it was Shringi Rishi, his son, who cursed him to be bitten by Takshak after 7 days.
Samik Rishi is that. Then Shringi Rishi gives the shap. And Samik Rishi doesn't like it, by the way. Samik Rishi says, what have you done, Shringi Rishi? Right? But what's the name of the snake?
Takshak.
Right? And do you know who was Takshak now?
He was
Why?
the snake. Like, remember the same snake which was driven away from Khandav 1, like
Correct.
which
Khandav.
Arjuna burnt it.
Exactly. Why is Takshak Nag biting Parikshit Maharaj? Think about this now.
Yeah.
So the other story is, not the other story, but the related is when apne Pandus,
Indraprastha. Yeah.
Pandus, right? Yudhishthir Maharaj, when he establishes Indraprastha, it's a forest bhumi. That forest bhumi had all the, so before they established that, they had to take away all the snakes. Takshak Nag was the king of that area, right? And Yudhishthira Maharaj wins that. They throw away all the snakes. That, because of that, that's the revenge which snakes are taking now by biting Parikshit Maharaj. See how it goes on from birth after birth. See
This
how
is a
it,
proof that karma is
yes. So
there.
even Yudhishthira Maharaj's karma, look at this. Parikshit Maharaj was the most dharmic. He was protected by Lord Sri Krishna himself. But see what happens to him when he enters Shamik Rishi's ashram, and he loses his intelligence and he puts a dead snake on the Rishi, which is an insult to the Rishi, and the Rishi is okay with it. Samik Rishi is okay with it. But Shringi Rishi, who is his son, he cannot absorb that insult, and then he gives sharp to. But then on the other side, it all also happens for like general people like us, where then all the devatas come together on the Ganga's tat, and Sukdev Goswamiji himself comes to recite this Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, to release himself. So if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, it actually gives you moksha. That's what this is all about. Yeah. So I think a lot of facts. I think we'll probably pause here and we'll continue.
No, it's good information. Yeah.
We'll continue reading the 44th chapter next week, which is actually the killing of cows. Yeah. We are now reading Krishna Bhagwan. So the 10th skand is about Krishna Bhagwan. The 10th skand is so many chapters. It's the most auspicious adhyaya skand of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And this is about Lord Shri Krishna himself. That's what the 10th skand is. And we have been reading so much about him, right, from chapter 1. And we are on chapter 44. We are almost there. We've been reading like 616th session today. We could complete Bhagavad Gita in probably, 30, 40 sessions. We have done 615th session, 16th session today, actually. And we still have some time to complete this. Right, so that's the beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam. And amazingly, we have read so much, the deep science which is in Srimad Bhagavatam, like even how this universe is created. And every time we have been trying to remember, right, how many yugas are there, how long is Lord Brahma's day, and all those things come together, right? So pretty nice. So we'll pause here. And I think we have been talking yesterday about Sadhu Sang, Kirtan, right? Lot of ISKCON's Maharaj comes at Sadhu Sang. Yeah. So we'll also here continue today, 7 to 8 minutes Kirtan. Yeah. And Now you can see how the crowd is. You see this, how packed? And think about those 2,000, 3,000 people reciting the Hare Krishna Kirtan at the same time.
So this is in the NC? Or?
So currently it's happening in, it just happened. It always happens on the Memorial Day weekend. This Memorial Day weekend, it was in St. Orleans. I mean, New Orleans.
Okay.
Okay. So let's hear for 7-8 minutes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
There's some audio issue to this recording.
That he has seen and considered all the 14 worlds. And the only shelter is God's holy names. Everyone, please raise your arms in a spirit of seeking shelter. Seeking shelter in our own lives, seeking shelters for the lives of all living beings within this troubled world. With arms raised high, let us call out the sacred names of Sri Radha Krishna from our hearts, from our souls. Very, very loudly, please. Together, everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Much louder, please. Our next door neighbor is the Superdome. But we are chanting the holy names of the Supreme Most Merciful Super Soul. Many millions of times louder, please, everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, how Srila Prabhupada will smile upon us if together in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's family of devotees, we are loudly singing together for Krishna's grace to shower upon all beings. Everyone, please, let us seek shelter of the holy names. Many, many millions of times louder with everything within our hearts and souls together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Right. So, Bolo Radhe Krishna Bhagwan ki.
Jai.
Hare.
So, as you can see, this is Radhanath Swami Maharaj. The one who's singing is Radhanath Swami Maharaj. So, he is the one who has established, that there is a temple in Chopati, Bombay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mumbai Chopati temple is established by Radhanath Swami Maharaj.
Oh.
He has all the disciples who are generally from IIT.
Mhm.
So his disciples are like, I don't know, you might have heard about like Gaur Prabhu.
Yes.
You always hear his stories, right? Gaur Prabhu. So he's
Gauranga
his
Prabhu, yeah.
yeah, Gaurang Prabhu and yeah.
Radhanath Swami, Radheshyam Prabhu.
Yeah, so the Gaurang Prabhuji is disciple of Radhanath Swami Maharaj. And then in Mumbai, he has established a Govardhan village.
Eco Village, yeah.
Eco Village.
Eco Village.
That is his project. He is the one who has established this. For to be his disciple in India, I heard like some 14 years wait or something. So anyways, the point is, in this Sankirtan, which is managed, which is sponsored by Indriman Maharaj, Indriman Maharaj, he is the one who organizes this. And all the Maharajas and best Kirtaniyas come to this festival. So very blissful. Like if you actually see the stage right now, you are seeing, so do you know who he is?
Yeah, he's from London, right? He's that
He's Radhika Das.
Keshav. Yeah.
Radhika Das.
Yeah, like
You
he's
can Google
very
him.
close, works with Keshav Swami Maharaj.
Yeah.
He works
So
a lot there.
yeah, he leads huge kirtans.
Yeah.
Best kirtaniyas. So if you search for Radhika Das on YouTube, you will find that.
Radhika Das, okay.
Yeah, and she's the Achyut Gopi. Like she's famous for her Radhe-Govind kirtan.
Yeah.
So you hear kirtans from all these big kirtan leaders. So when you get a chance next Memorial Day weekend,
Yeah.
it all gets packed, like it all gets booked. As soon as it's announced, it gets packed. Like
Maybe we can go as a group, Prabhuji.
yeah, we should. I have been there most of the time actually.
Oh, okay.
I could not go last year, and then this year also I couldn't go. I was traveling and it wasn't working out.
Maybe next year, we can try to go together.
Yes, yeah, should. It's very blissful.
Yeah.
Like think about this. If you are, so when you are chanting together, when you are saying one round of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, when we alone are doing it, we are doing it one time. But when 2,000 people are doing it, at once we are doing 2,000 times. Think about it. So anyways, I think we just went over time a little bit, but I think good conversation. And we'll see you Monday at 9 p.m. And all the best, Anilji.
Thank you, Ji.
On Monday also.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.